The quality or fact of being very determined, continuing to exist, persistence, pure tenacity. Presented by Tam Tenacious. Hello, y'all. How y'all doing? It's your girl Tamara here, and I'm here actually with a childhood friend, and I'm talking about like pre-puberty. Like she was always so admirable and always so focused. So of course I had to get in her business and see what she up to. So introducing Sable.
Hello.
What's up, Sable? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
All right. So they don't know you like I know you. So we gotta act like we gotta take it back.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start. Where were you born and where were you raised?
Brooklyn. I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Brooklyn.
Okay. What part of Brooklyn?
Bed-Stuy. Always. So it's not right down the block from you.
Okay. All right. So you went to what school?
I went to elementary, 256.
You can start there.
Yeah, we can start there. Junior high school, 113.
Okay, so I went to junior high school with you, right? So in our school, Ronald Emmons Learning Center, we had 4 different floors.
Yes.
We had fine arts, we had dance, we had band.
Summit.
Okay, Summit, of course.
APA.
APA. So you was in Summit with me.
Yes.
All right.
We were smart.
What even got you into the Summit program?
Damn, how did I get in the Summit program? Had to take a test. My mom really pushed me to be in the Summit program.
Okay.
I don't even know if I wanted to
Shout out
go
to
to the
Sonia.
school. I don't even know if I wanted to go to the school, but I feel like the school was nice. The program was great. I feel like they set us up for excellence.
Okay. And so after junior high school, we went to high school.
Yes, Urban, Washington. Yes. Urban.
So we went from, let me just tell y'all, we went from one accelerated program to another, where you had to go take a test and get into a baccalaureate program. The baccalaureate program was actually a program where we was able to take college credits while we were in high school. So what did you do after Washington Urban?
Okay, so after Urban, I went to undergrad, University at Albany.
Okay.
Funny, it wasn't even my first choice, but I'm really glad I went. I majored in political science. I wanted to be a lawyer. You couldn't tell me I wasn't going to be a lawyer or like a judge or in the legal.
I can see that.
That's what I wanted to do, and life didn't take me down that path, but UAlbany was a great school. I got to save some money. My mom got to save some money, and I still got a good education where, professors cared about, my well-being. I got a mentor. They helped nurture me, my growth. So, yeah.
Okay. So how was college? Like, let's not talk about academics. Take the academics out. Because, I didn't go away to college. So I want to know, what was your college experience?
College was fun. I recommend everybody go away from college. Go away to college. I got to meet new people. I got to start traveling. I got to be an adult, right? Like pay bills, have roommates, stay out late. I think it was just a way for me to learn me. Okay. Learn who I am, learn about myself. Independence. I got to make mistakes, without my parent being there and, tell me right from wrong. I got to feel my way through life. So it helped me grow up.
Okay. So what did you study in undergrad?
I studied political science and I majored in Africana studies.
Oh, neat. Okay. All right. So keep going. What about grad?
All right. So grad school, I went for Africana studies.
Okay.
So what I wanted to do was focus on policy, right? I realized I didn't want to go to law school anymore, right? But I wanted to still work in policy and government and like health. Okay. And I was trying to navigate how to intertwine those two. So I wanted to focus on health disparities and minority populations and how, our healthcare system isn't always set up to like support Black health. And there are just a lot of issues that Black people face in our health, in our healthcare system. So I wanted to just work in that field.
You wanted to be a part of the solution.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I wanted to provide some type of plan to just better Black people.
So you wanted to be a part of the solution.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. So you mentioned your master's.
Yes.
So girl, you ain't tired of school by now?
I'm tired of school. I do not want to go back. You know what's so funny? I keep thinking about going to get my PhD.
Oh, okay.
But UAlbany set me up to where, we can go and get a PhD and I can get it in like 3 years.
Wow.
But that's just not where I'm at anymore.
Okay.
I don't think that policy is just my passion, you know. It's something I wanted to do at one point, but just thinking about my goals and where I see myself in life, you know, I want to be my own boss.
Right, but you had to go through the process to realize that that's not where you really wanted to be.
I did.
Okay.
I
So
did.
how was that process for you?
I mean, I went through school. I did undergrad, grad school. I did a fellowship, and let me be honest. I loved what I was doing. I felt like policy guides our life, so I felt like I'm a part of the solution, right? I'm helping people, you know, break down disparities. I'm helping people implement, you know, solutions on the policy front that's going to make our lives better.
Right.
But I realized that there are big people making decisions, and they don't always want individuals like myself to make those decisions. And in government, I just felt like I was losing faith in everything.
So you got a little discouraged.
I got a little discouraged. I realized that this wasn't something I could see myself fighting for.
Okay.
Fully.
Does the climate of politics at that time played a major part in that decision?
I mean, Obama was in office, so I felt like our federal, you know, government was, you know, on the up and up. But state-wise, I just thought that I couldn't really make a difference in the field that I was in.
Okay.
In the way I wanted to do it.
Okay.
And that's fine.
Right, absolutely.
You know, we go down a path and we realize it's not for us necessarily.
But you had enough behind you to stand on to make another decision.
Yep.
Okay, so now you done went through all that damn school. And then you came out, graduated. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Just to be like, you know what? I want to go into real estate. How did that happen?
So I was working in policy still, right? I moved back to Brooklyn and I was working at a hospital. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The hospital fired me.
Okay.
I was fired, and life gives you setbacks. They fired me, and I think it was the best thing they could have did for my career because I was always interested in real estate, interior design, new development, and Brooklyn was booming at that time, right? Gentrification was happening, new businesses are coming to Brooklyn, new housing is coming to Brooklyn, and I wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to be a part of the housing solution at that point. I wanted to be a part of the housing solution at that point. I wanted to be like, I have friends that could buy houses or that want to buy houses, that want to be investors. What can I do to get there? What can I do to get people there?
Okay, so you still had this love and passion for being a part of the solution. But instead of being a part of the solution in law,
And healthcare.
You said, you know what, I'm going to be a part of the solution in helping building my people, my friends, my community, and go back and do it that way. So how has that been?
It's been good. I've been a real estate agent now for 5 years.
5 years?
Yes, selling houses, selling apartments. Yes, and I love it. It's been great. I've been helping people figure out that they could be homeowners when they thought they couldn't.
Beautiful.
I've had clients that come to me and they're looking for like a $1,500 apartment or a $2,000 apartment, and next thing you know what, I'm putting them in a house.
Okay.
A one-family house. Like I had someone I helped looking for an apartment for $1,800. Next thing you know, we're closing on a house for $650.
So that was my next question. So you not only do sales, which is selling homes, you also do rentals.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'll tell people about their credit.
And based on their what they bring to the table, like their credit, their employment history, and things like that, you can look at it and say, you know what, you can actually purchase a home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and I'll connect them to the people that they need to be connected to, right? You know, if I'll know a little bit about their income and can help them with that, you know, decision to see like, hey, this is something that you could do. This is doable for you.
Right.
But I'm going to get them the right people on their team that they need to make them successful.
Because we all know buying a home is what?
Expensive.
And that's like one of your biggest investments. Like it's one of your biggest purchases in life.
Yes, and you want to be well informed.
Right.
You want to have a good attorney on your side. You want to have a good real estate agent on your side. You want to have a good lender on your side. People that you trust.
It's a lot of paperwork and it's a lot of papers to sign.
Girl, at the closing table, you just like a stack of papers this big, and you're signing your life away.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what's up. All right, so now you in the real estate. So, what's next for Sable?
All right, I'm in real estate. I don't plan on leaving real estate. I plan on actually getting my license in Georgia.
Okay.
I plan on getting some more investment property.
Okay.
And I plan on starting a new business.
All right. We talking about 2022, 2023.
I'm talking 2022 to end of 2021.
All right, let's do it. All right, so here's a question I have for you, because at one point or another we all sit back and be like, you know what, like even probably when you was in college eating ramen noodles and all that, you probably was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna just go hit the club, I'm gonna hit the pole. You ever had a moment like that?
Not the club per se, maybe a bottle girl, because I'm gonna get some tips. I want to get my tips.
And you got the tips. All right, so what happened? What changed your mind? Did you try?
No, I didn't try, but I just stayed focused. You listen, I handle adversity well. I didn't come from, a rich background. You know what I mean? I always had to work for what I wanted. I've had a job since I was 15 years old.
Okay.
I had 2 jobs in high school. So when it came to college, times was hard. I was a single parent household. I worked.
Right.
I bust my butt. I studied hard. I worked hard.
Okay.
I'm getting up. I'm going to work. I'm going to school. Long days, long hours.
So you knew how to save and budget. That's a major part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Saving and budget.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I had mentors behind me too. That
Support.
They helped me find clarity in my life. Like I made mistakes, but I learned from my mom, to be honest with you. My mom had a rough life, and seeing her go through the things that she went through and work hard for my brother and I'm like, I want to be like that too. I want to work hard, but I don't want to go through the same things that she went through. I see her struggles and I grow from those things.
Right.
Yeah.
So what would you have to say to young women growing up today that feel like, it's just easier to hit the club. It's just easier to marry a rapper or have a baby by a basketball player.
That's great, but those are not the only options, right? Work hard. Like, you can work hard. I feel like one of the things that I did was rushing to grow up, right? I'm in high school. Right. I'm in high school. I wanted to go to college. I'm in college. All I want to do is make money, get to the bag. And there's a process.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to, grow through things. You got to make mistakes. And I had to figure those things out.
Right.
So it's doable.
Right.
You could be a professional. Definitely, we could go to the club. I could own a club. Why I got to work in a club?
Absolutely.
So there's nothing wrong with that. So I feel like just figuring out what I want, spending time with myself, making those mistakes, learning and growing through those things, helped me be the woman that I am today.
Yes, girl.
And anybody can do it.
That's right. Give me some. All right, so where do you see, coming from a realtor, where do you see Brooklyn in the next 5 years? Because we know what it looked like 5 years ago. We know what it looked like 10 years ago.
Yes.
Where do you see it in the next 5 years?
I mean, Brooklyn is just going to keep growing. You see this this is the Manhattan skyline, but Brooklyn skyline has changed. I feel like there's going to be more development. There's going to be more millennial homeowners, and I support that. Property value is going to continue to go up, I think. I wish I could just pull out, pieces and predict what the market is going to look like, but
we couldn't do that. Especially after this pandemic happening, we don't know what's going to happen today or tomorrow.
But what I will say is the pandemic showed us interest rates are low, people can buy. Although some people were hurt financially, there were a lot of people who I feel like benefited from the pandemic. They were able to get their businesses off the ground. They were able to purchase when they thought that they couldn't. And I felt like now is the time. So if you're in that situation, you should be able to buy.
All right, so we got to call Sable, right?
Call me. I'm going to help you get a house.
Sable, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking time out your busy schedule to meet with me.
I'm so glad you had me come.
Of course. And you know what? We got to do this again.
Yes.
But on another note, Batsman, wrap this shit up.